Welcome to Truth Beyond the Stereotypes, where truth isn't filtered to fit, it flows. The podcast where we unlearn expectations, break out outdated narratives, and step fully into who we are meant to be. I am Mia Rose, and this space is all about self trust, growth, accountability, and choosing alignment over approval. If you ever felt boxed in, misunderstood, or ready to outgrow beyond who the world tried to make you, this is a safe space, and this is for you. Perfection isn't an option here. I am speaking my truth from my personal experiences, how it was seen through my eyes and processed through my mind. I create from a place of love, alignment, and growth. Not having all of the answers, I have learned that my voice is activating and my energy gives others permission to rise beyond who they were told to be. I encourage them to question everything, to trust themselves, to stop asking for permission, and to start living in alignment with who they really are. Let's go. This is officially my first episode, raw in truth and real in time. I'm not coming in here with no script. I'm not coming in here with a plan. I'm coming here as I am at this moment. Some episodes might be short, some might be long. I don't know. I'm not trying to control that. I'm just following with what's real at this moment. I decided to start this podcast because I believe everything happens for a reason when it's meant to happen. People have always told me I should write a book, start a podcast to share my testimony and my mindset when it comes to life. But I didn't have the confidence to do neither. I didn't think my story or the way I process things in life was worth sharing. When I would connect with certain people, I was just basically sharing my personal experience. I didn't realize that my personal experience has so much value and the impact that it had on others. I started to believe it the more I heard it. I am on the journey of becoming the best version of myself. And with me being on that journey, I am always unlearning, relearning, and healing mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. I am not the same person I was yesterday, last week, or even a month ago. And that's actually a quality that I love about myself, is that I am so open-minded. I am able to listen to understand without judgment, even when I don't agree with that person, because I have an understanding that everyone is the way they are based off of their life experiences. So how can I judge them if I did not live their personal experience? I can feel one way about a certain subject. Let's say Monday. Let's say something happened Monday and I was able to form an opinion, right? And then something occurred Tuesday and Wednesday that caused me to shift or to question the opinion that I formed on Monday. Most people won't go back and change their opinion that they already formed on Monday. I will. I will go back and make adjustments. Because that's one of the most beautiful things that we have when it comes to this life. you are able to change and grow and make adjustments and be flexible. Because something might work on this day, but it might not work on the next day. And I know a lot of people are afraid to change and make adjustments to their opinions and thoughts because of what others will say and think and feel. Let me tell you, the moment I decided to stop trying to live my life according to everyone else, everything changed. It actually became easier because I was no longer uncomfortable and confused. And since I've been on my self-love, my spiritual journey, and the journey of becoming the best version of myself, the connection that I have with my spiritual team, God, universe, my loving ancestors, I have realized that they will never send me anything that has confusion involved. I might be uncomfortable a little bit because I'm not used to a certain situation, thought, or feeling, but they will never send confusion. And now I know that when I experience confusion, doubt, or fear, it's because I am aligning myself with people, situations, and environments that are not for me. And most of those environments and those people are trying to put me in a box. And I will not allow anyone or myself to be put in a box, because that limits who I am able to be. For a long time, I used to feel and think that because I was a mom, I couldn't do certain things. Because I was a teacher, I couldn't do certain things. And I realized it made me so uncomfortable. I was confused. I was sad. Because just because I am a mom, just because I'm a teacher, or just because I'm a coach, doesn't mean that I have to neglect or reject the other parts of me. And if you follow me on Instagram, you will see I live my best life. Just because I like to travel, just because I like to go out and have a good time, doesn't mean that I still cannot be a teacher, a mom, and a coach. I can actually be all that and above. Because all those different parts of me have to be balanced in order for me to show up the way that I need to show up. So never let someone put you in a box. Always put yourself in a position where you are able to break the stereotypes. Because please understand, any stereotype that is being projected on me, I refuse. I refuse to limit myself to everybody else's thoughts and feelings. I'm actually going to do the opposite. Oh, you can't do this? Watch me. Watch me. I went on a vacation last summer. I went to South Africa, came back home. I was home for like 3 weeks. Went to Puerto Rico for 10 days. Came back home for 3 weeks. And then I went to Jamaica. And I've been living in the same house, and my kids have been going to the same school for about 6 years now. And when I sent the email to my daughter's school to let them know, like, hey, I might not be available during these dates, so please make sure if anything that goes on, send me an email, but contact her emergency contacts right away. So later that evening when Nyla got home, she was like, Ma. And I was like, what, Nyla? She was like, my teachers say you live your life like you don't have no kids. And I said, what? She was like, yeah, my teacher said that you live your life like you don't have no kids. So y'all already know what I did. I sent that email. And I explained to them that, yes, I might have to make certain adjustments because I have children. But that doesn't mean that I cannot live my life to the fullest. And everyone knows that I absolutely love my children. And I go hard for children in general. But in order for me to show up for these children, I'm definitely going to have a moment where I say, F these kids. Let me tell you, I got a shirt made right now that says it. And I don't think people understand that when you show your kids that you are willing to sacrifice your mental and your emotional and everything that you need to be happy, that's only what you're teaching them. You're basically teaching your kids to sacrifice their happiness for their children. And that's incorrect. You do not have to sacrifice who you are to be a good mom or a good dad. I have always kept it 100 with my kids. And I also explained to them why I live my life the way that I do and the changes that it has made in my life. And that's why they are living their life the way they do. So this is me. I'm showing up in real time. And this is what this space will be about. I'm going with the flow. And whatever I feel at that moment. So if you are willing to be open-minded, to have fun, come along.